Everyone wants their videos to look nice, and we want that too.
By color grading your footage, you can take any movie you make and bring it to the next level. The first step in color grading is to shoot good footage to work with later. Almost all cameras add extra contrast and sharpness to the raw image to make it look better. This can actually make color grading more difficult down the line.
If you know you're going to want to color grade your footage afterwards, you're going to want to shoot a flat image. This means turning your camera's default contrast and saturation settings down a little bit. Now, I know this might look like crap, but trust me, it's worth it. What this does is it gives you more freedom to manipulate the image further on your computer. It preserves the details in the shadows and the highlights.
Since all your camera's data has been preserved, it allows you to take it and stretch it back out, letting you fine-tune your brightness and contrast. Not every camera offers these options. If yours doesn't, just run with what you've got. You'll be fine. Before we jump in, there are two steps to the process: correction and grading. Correction is for matching your shots. Grading, however, is all about style. So the majority of color grading programs and plugins work similarly. You can control the brightness and color balance of your footage using something called color wheels. These are usually split up into three groups: highs, mids, and lows. Adjusting each one will adjust the corresponding range of your footage.
Now, not all software uses color wheels, but your program should have similar filters.
So amazing.
It looks really good.
You suck. That's crap.
When correcting your footage, you'll want to match the brightness between the shots and fix any tinting caused from changing white balance or lighting conditions. If your shot's too blue, add some orange. If it's too orange, add some blue. If you experiment, you'll quickly get the hang of it.
You did it.
Proud of you.
With color grading, there really are no rules. However, if you want to achieve a professional result, keep these following guidelines in mind.
Keep as much detail in your shot as you can. Try not to crush your shadows too far or blow out your highlights. You see, better cameras can sense more detail in these areas, and you'll want to emulate that.
Skin tones. Keep a close eye on the skin tones of your subjects. You want to either keep it looking as natural as possible, or push it to a point where it looks stylized. No one likes looking at people with pink or green skin. No one likes looking at...
Videoscopes are a handy tool for this. They provide reference for how your grade is actually affecting your footage. If you have them in your software, use them. When looking for interesting ways to grade the footage, try doing what we call a color split. Move one color wheel in one direction, and then move another in the opposite to compensate. It makes for some very interesting color contrasts. Adding vignettes to your footage can really make it pop. There's lots of ways to make them. Some color grading apps offer ways to mask the footage, letting you softly darken the edges of the video. Another way is to create a feathered image in Photoshop and simply place that on your video. Try experimenting with the blending modes for different results. Many programs also let you isolate certain colors so that you can individually adjust them. Playing with this can also give you some very dramatic effects. Regardless of what grade you choose, just make sure you keep it subtle and natural. You have to remember that people are going to be watching this throughout the whole movie, and if it stands out too much, people will become distracted. We use Apple's Color because the whole program is made for color grading. It's excellent.
But Final Cut Pro, Premiere, Vegas, Color, they all work very similarly. Even After Effects now comes with a plugin called Color Finesse.
But I don't care if you color grade your movies. What's it to me? Laters.